Getting the Arbiter as well, the Sidra. I feel like I'm almost looking at a Banana Yogurt Vayax set here, since I feel like Banana Yogurt, aka Skeldra, is like one of the only few other people still playing Sidra in the 2v2 game mode.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think I've ever seen Banana Yogurt, but that's neither here nor there. We're in this next game here. Going for the big extension there is Versus, who goes for the GC sidelight. And man, I'm already catching myself looking down at my stat tool a lot. I've never seen these names before. I'm not used to saying Versus and Shira, but right now, I'm going to have to get used to it because they're looking very solid right now.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of completely split up team play coming out so far, where they're both like taking individual 1v1s rather than fighting on the main stage. You're seeing a lot like down on the left, down on the right, while the other two people were really up high in the air. So nothing's really coalesced into any sort of flow just yet, and we're actually a good bit into this game. They were seeing a KO off the top.
And once again, off the back of a 1v1, we see another approach here from Shira, who gets a side signature there. And it might be a good strategy. It might be a sign of two teams that are a little bit green in nature. They don't really have that synergy, so they want to take 1v1s.
Yeah.
And I feel like this strategy gets a very, very volatile very fast. 1v1s with a shorter stage length in general is just very difficult.
So much gameplay has already taken part. We've only been like a minute 10 in this game. So much gameplay has happened really high into the left, high into the right. See if Versus can get, okay, nice neutral signature. I thought he was going to get knocked out right after that because he's so damaged. He's going to swap back over to the sword. The end light from Heartbleat almost hits the turnaround side sig on Shira. Doesn't quite get it.
And recovery comes in again. Shira getting sent high on that soft platform. Versus is waiting to pick up a weapon here on the Arbiter. Finally does find the cannon. A Cider comes out of there. Heartbleat immediately interrupting with a recovery. Sidelight into recovery as well. Shira now trying to get an N-sig there, but Marker immediately flips it with the sidelight recovery, and the damage gets swung for the red team as we are very, very even here, and once again taking 1v1s. No team combos to be seen. Finally some interruption there, and we see the stocks immediately trade up with the red team coming on top. Marker with the side signature.
Yeah, that was 3 big stocks lost. 2 of them were on the blue team, and then 1 was on Heartbleat as well. Meanwhile, Marker is still, I think he just accidentally did the grounded down air version. I think he wanted to do the down air off the stage to hit his opponent who was right up on that corner, but unfortunately got the grounded version of that spear down air.
And Light sends off stage, immediate reversal there. The blue team finally getting some action, but a lot, once again, the kind of negative synergy there. They kind of have to get it out of each other's ways. The recovery comes in, the chase dodge back to the stage, D-Light into Cider, an immediate D-Light from Marker, and the ground pound comes out to give his teammates some space, but down signature finds the KO.
They did a good job, the blue team did, of just staying in it. Even though it seemed like that GC down sig that came out from the spear of Shira, it seemed like, okay, now he's going to get punished for this and he's probably going to lose a stock off of this. No, they stuck around, they kept it going, and they were in a decent spot. Now they're in a little bit of a tougher spot now that it's Versus in the 1v2. He's very much in the red, almost gets caught by that gravity cancel D-sig coming out from Heartbleat, but he's able to stay away from it. That in light, there's a little bit of interruption there. And the weapon toss is going to clean things up, but that's still a strong first game for Shira and Versus. Again, looking down at the bottom, PR 58 and PR 147 compared to top 25-ish players.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, like, I don't often find myself in spots where I'm like, yeah, I've literally never heard of these players, but I'm in this spot where I'm like, okay, I cast a lot of community events. I haven't seen them pop off at community events. This is a brand new team as well. Haven't seen them in the one space, and they're playing a weird combination of legends with the Sidra as well as the Wushang. So we'll see if they can find some more success into this next game. As we go Marker and Heartbleat with a 1-0 lead. We go back where we go to Miami Dome now. We'll see who's able to take this game number 2. But, you know, we've had, the last set that me and TK casted was the first 3-0 of the weekend. So we'll see if there's another 3-0 here. But there have been very, very competitive, very close games all weekend long. I expect to see this here. But right now, it seems like very one-sided as Marker gets a lot of damage with those gauntlets.
Neutral coming in the down air misses. Oh, okay, Heartbleat. He really attempted something big. And here's Marker.
Goodbye.
The ground pound
the
into the down air. The save. Is this going to be a full team wipe? It's looking like it is. Can they at least trade 1 for 1?
Marker!
There's the neutral
He's
air.
crazy.
Marker gets back 2 after Heartbleat sent the opponent down, sent the Chun-Li down. Here comes the neutral air from Marker. He's able to get back, and he has so little damage on him. Same thing goes for Heartbleat as well. Great team play from the red team, completely shutting down that blue edge guard.
Incredible from Heartbleat there for, instead of going off stage and trying to hit Marker back, he sends someone down to him to get hit by an air. It's much safer in both situations. You don't have to risk your own stock. Really, really clean stuff from the red team. And Heartbleat
Shira.
slips it there, gets a double down air, gets the ground pound. He can't make it back. The down sig into a GC down Downsing.
way!
Marker is crazy, and he barely makes it back, but the red team are putting an exhibition on the screen on how to win these offstage interactions with double gauntlets. The red team are lights out.
Marker goes for the GCD sig to catch.
Oh, it's over.
Okay,
Boom.
yeah, this game is just over. But Marker's GCD sig to deal with the anchor that came out from Versus, knowing exactly where he would fall after that was over, and they're just going to wrap this one up. Not quite just yet. The D-sig just barely missing off of that bounce. But man, I cannot believe that decision-making process from Marker. He knew exactly where his opponent would fall after that anchor.
Incredible punishes here, and Versus, I mean, it's like, yeah, great, you took the stock. There's still 4 stocks for the red team, so it's going to be quite a difficult task. But if he does it, greatest comeback ever, maybe. I mean, this is going to be a very tough call, but the Enlight comes out going for the downer there. I love that he's still fighting here. Sider comes in, Marker going for the pogo downer, doesn't find the pogo that time. The Sider off the wall again, doesn't hit it. Versus is trying to fight back, but just cannot find enough steam, and able to take it in a 4-stock fashion is the red team. Marker and Heartbleat. I mean, that entire game was a highlight reel. One
of the probably lowest damaged actual real counting full 2v2 games I think we've probably had in a while.
Yeah.
And that's not just because the enemy team got destroyed, it's also the winning team didn't really have to do very much to get those stocks. That D-sig was so sick. You're seeing the replays here.
Yeah, this edge guard sequence in its look at this. So he jumps, ground pounds, and then he immediately throws the weapon.
Yep.
And then Versus falls into the downer as well. And then that, you know, the extension into GC down sig. And yeah, if anyone's locked in the flow state, it's the red team right now. They're for sure putting on a masterpiece of Brawlhalla gameplay if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, they're up 2-0. Given that we haven't heard of Versus and Shira yet, I don't know how they're going to be able to possibly come back from this.
Marker.
Oh my gosh, the like triple down airs coming up from Marker. He seems just insane today. Do not fight him on the edge whatsoever.
Down signature comes out trying to scoop with that side light is Versus the blue team, putting on a valiant fight till the end. Even if the odds are stacked against your favor, especially down 2-0 versus this team that has a 4-stock due in 2 games, but it's never over for a team like Versus and Shira. I mean, they made a Cinderella run to make it here. Can't count him out. Side signature is going to scoop and find the KO.
Yeah, so far Versus' Cannon just really hasn't gotten started any of the things that you're really looking for when you're playing Cannon. His sword has been fine, his Cannon's been fine, but any of the like side light strings that he's looking for, he's not able to find those. He's not able to find D-light nairs or anything like that. There's a D-sig sending off the top, and they're immediately going to pick this up onto Versus, almost catching the D-sig again, but his opponent was too high, and then there's the ground pound. It doesn't matter if D-sig didn't hit.
It's over.
Are they going to get this here? There's the side air. Okay, the GC D-sig.
Oh, wait a minute, he makes it back.
Shira.
That's big.
He knew exactly what Marker was going to do. He's been watching Marker do it the entire set so far, just completely steamroll his opponent, run over all of them on the edge, and now they're starting to use the D-sig very well.
Yeah, I feel like we were talking about in the first game, they were going for a lot of 1v1s, and then now that Heartbleat and Marker are starting to do 2v2s, they are just looking unstoppable right now. The blue team have yet to show me anything in terms of the 2v2 format. You're going for those team combos, finally getting one there, sidelight into downer, as little as that may be.
Shira.
Taps it in, GC downlight into ground pound. The game's still competitive
Shira.
here. We're evening up the stocks. That's 3 stocks for Shira right now.
That was such a really cool sequence for Shira, because you could tell that he was looking forward and behind. He was looking at both Marker and Heartbleat, through the weapon toss one way, was able to secure the unarmed KO on the right side, then move over to the left side, pick up the D-sig as well. He's going to end up losing that stock. That's going to shut him down on second. It's 3 stocks to 2, much closer than I would have expected given the previous game. Target swap coming from Versus. He hits the side light into the side air after turning it around.
Going for the nair there, hasn't found it. A recovery off the top, almost enough to KO. Goes for the signature. Shira immediately interrupts Versus there, and Heartbleat, even with the sweat beads, even exhausted, going for more. Shira trying to flip it onto Marker there with the recovery. GC downlight into recovery, hits both the blue team members, finds the KO, and this looks all but over. Shira has taken all the stocks in this set, though, so if anyone's going to make this 2v1 happen, it has to be him here.
Now, Versus did a solid job of rallying there towards the end of the game. The weapon, dude, the target swapping from Shira has been so good. Weapon toss down on one, hit the grounded side air against the other. There's the down air. Can he get another one? Yeah, but there was the touch in between.
Oh, no.
Here comes Marker. He's ready to relieve that pressure so Heartbleat can come back. He's able to get back to the main platform. The in-light, instant down air pickup.
Recovery once again as well, going for the downlight off the soft platform, D-light off the downer into the signature.
Yep, they're not going to miss that.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice, easy confirmation and a 3-0 lead going over to the red lead. Sorry, not a 3-0 lead, a 3-0 tournament, man. That set. I can't find the word set. 3-0 set, dude.
We went from like having to reset games and a lot of game 5s today to all of a sudden this. So I don't blame you for getting tongue-tied here with the blistering pace of that game. But I do want to give credit to Versus and Shira. They showed us some seriously cool moments there. I just think, unfortunately for